And go. Ladies and gentlemen, Season 2, Episode 10, the Bronco Alumni Show, BSU versus New Mexico. Guest, Jay Swillie, co-host John Hanigan, host Jason Turner, and go.
Obstacles and adversity, I see it certainly. I see the power in every word that I say. When I do a show out in Germany, I see the color of the world all in the crowd.
Yes, that was Faraj Wright, ex-Bronco. Please come to the show. And
He's going to be in town this month.
Ooh, the 26th.
We'll just start, plug them.
At the Shredder. I guess tickets are dirt cheap.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best to be there.
Yes. Like $12.95.
$12.95.
Rex Life. Raj.com is where you can purchase the tickets. Cheap. It's all ages as well, so bring your kids.
Bring your wives, bring your kids.
Bring your wives, bring your kids.
Yeah, bring your kids. Hide your husbands.
Well, obviously.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, it's game 10, right? BSU versus New Mexico. 8-1 BSU versus 2-7 New Mexico. So we're live here from Suds. We have our guest, Jay Swillie. I'm John. Jason's over there. And it doesn't look like the bar is too excited for a home game today, does it?
No, definitely not. It's the energy is low. The dogs should be up and walking around looking for people to get pet by, but they're just laying on the floor right now.
I know. I hope Boise State doesn't come out with this kind of energy.
I know. They have for the last few weeks, though.
Maybe the town's catching it from the team.
Maybe.
Just a slow start. It's going to be raging in here.
It doesn't need to be so exciting, you guys. It doesn't.
It doesn't
Please.
have to be close?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, like, it's bad for the fans' health and my health, actually.
Yeah, especially out here.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really hard out here.
So you guys, that's what you're saying we need today. The town, not only the fans, the town needs a fast start and a lot of scores here.
Well, I know that we are constantly trying to scratching our heads trying to figure out what it is that's missing because first of all, in 2000 through 2003, these games would not be at 8 p.m. They'd be either at 11 or 1 at the latest this late in the year. And the bar would be packed. I mean, they'd open early, and everybody would be smashed in here. And the parking lot would be even more packed with people tailgating and barbecues rolling. I used to be one of them myself back after I was done playing. Like, it was really live down here. And now it just seems a little flat. I don't know.
Yeah, even the parking lot's flat today. Is that because it's cold?
I mean,
it's not that cold.
It never
yet.
really stopped anybody before.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Is it the opponent?
It has something to do with it, I think.
Maybe.
Okay, well, it's homecoming, right?
No, it's the senior night.
Senior night, sorry, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Same thing.
Same thing. As you told me earlier
an
today.
insult,
Yeah, an insult to who you
To
schedule.
who you schedule.
So, yeah, I got you.
Absolutely.
So there you go. So
That's
that's the problem then? Is it the 8:15 start?
Is the city taking the lead from the team maybe, or is that how it
Oh,
works?
is this a chicken or egg question you got going on?
I don't know. Like everybody, like I said, man, I'm a start fast, pound the rock and throw deep over your head type of put up the points so that way the defense doesn't have to be so stressed out.
Yeah, I think the defense has been playing
The
hard.
whole
They deserve
team.
it.
The
Yeah.
whole team
The whole-
doesn't need
yeah.
to be stressed
The
out.
coach. We don't want the coach
we
to be
want
stressed
the
out.
second string in by the third quarter because
End
we're
of the
trying to
third
build
quarter.
a program here.
Yes.
You know?
It would be a nice game
Vital
to see.
game time.
Seniors or I don't even know. Starters. They're just up and down the sidelines with pads on.
A lot of senior O linemen this year.
Yes, unwrapped.
Yeah.
So this could be their last game on the blue?
No, well, the Broncos are in position to host the conference championship game at this point. We are leading the conference, or at least
Provided
the
they
division.
win out. Three.
Yeah.
Yeah, they control their destiny. If they win the next 3 games,
And they at least have a
there's a
shot
game here.
at the
Who
championship.
are the next 3 opponents?
It is New Mexico today, then-
Utah State, and then Colorado State.
Yeah, that's doable.
Utah State is going to give us
I
a
think
shot.
that's
going to be
a
a
game.
tough one.
Look at us. We're already overlooking New Mexico.
Well, we can do that. We can afford to do that. You know, I guess.
On this side of the
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah, we're not in the circle. So
No.
if you are in the circle, you cannot overlook New Mexico.
At all.
I remember traveling to Albuquerque, and man, that was a crazy game. Remember playing in that stadium? Who did they have that was just a beast on defense?
Urlacher.
Yeah, that's right. I
Ryan
remember
Urlacher,
that.
huh?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
That was,
What did he ever go on and do?
he played with the Bears.
A few years.
Yeah, didn't he? He played with the
With
Bears.
Oh, the
Right?
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because he lost. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a rival of yours, Turner, because he lost all his hair and then he got it all back. So.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah, he's got a full head of hair now. Yep.
Money can.
And he would
can
come
get
at you
there.
hard if he was in this bar. I'm serious.
Well, Urlacher, we would love to be able to plug your hair doctor, because, like I said, we need to. We've been over this before. Like, I could use some help, to be
I
honest with you.
mean,
Yeah.
I think I'm rocking it, though.
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Well,
really.
At this point.
Yeah.
You're always looking for help from LeBron, but I mean, here's a guy you played against.
I didn't play against him. I watched him from the sidelines, just about as close. I've been closer to LeBron when you count, like, the television angles or whatever.
So you didn't play against Urlacher.
No, I did not. I was
Did
a
you find
youngster.
him to be fast on the field?
He was covered a lot of ground, that's for sure. But I mean, we picked him apart. He couldn't beat us by himself.
That was 1 on 11
all.
you were
Yeah.
talking about there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when he came here, he was returning punts, and I think he might have punted as well as played.
Kicked
his
a couple
safety
field goals.
positions.
Oh, he was that guy.
PAT.
Yeah, he was everywhere.
Played both ways.
Yeah, and it makes you jealous because you get your 7-play drive before you score or whatever the case, maybe 13 in a row if you're lucky, and then you go sit down for a while. It's kind of. People think it's so violent and it's hard, but God, you train so hard in the off season just for these little bursts of plays. 7, 4.
Yeah, from
Sometimes
the
it's
skill
just
positions.
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're rotating in and
You
out.
know,
And, yeah, moving around.
So it goes so fast, and you always try to remind yourself in the moment, like, God, I'm so blessed to be here. But even if you're trying to take it in, you're really not, because it's coming at such a high energy and so fast. You go move week to week, you prepare different day to day, and before you know it, you're old. You're 40 as of last October. Like, man.
And then it's over.
It's all
It is
downhill
over.
from there.
We were talking about this earlier, right? You got to get better until your body breaks down, and then
I know.
that's the end of it, man. You're
I
not
have
gonna get any better.
I got 4 new injuries in the last week, and I didn't do anything athletic at all.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Work injuries.
Yeah, just sitting
I
down.
think my
and
body broke down in 4th
standing
grade.
up, and
Stood up too fast. Yeah, tendons are vulnerable at this point in our lives.
Yeah, any one of them could go at any point.
At any point.
Well, yeah, you two are probably much more susceptible. You only have so many hits in you. So.
So
That's
many
what they say.
bends and cuts. Yeah, these tendons probably about 800 cuts away from blowing.
I think my tendons might be okay. Who knows? I could have no ACL. You can get around pretty good without an ACL.
How you find that out?
I don't know. But so my ACL is either there or not there, but it's not giving me any issues. But my meniscus is what's really breaking down these days.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole knee area. Once you're
Yeah.
messing with those tendons.
Well, I think don't you get a doctor? Are you guys allowed to go back over there? Do you get free health care for life?
No.
Yeah, no, they probably.
That's not part of the
Cut
deal.
off.
Mm-mm,
Cut
they
off.
stopped
So
doing that
once,
right before
once
I
a
got
Bronco, always a Bronco, but not once a Bronco health care plan, always a Bronco.
No, there's
No,
no
not so
union.
much.
There's
No,
no
yeah.
union to negotiate for us.
I got you.
But they're probably going to be working on that since
I
now
know.
they're going to be able to make money off of it.
So do you think that with the new, you can make money? Is it going to be maybe it's going to be benefits, perks like that, like healthcare? Like, hey, I played at Boise State. I
Why
can go to
not?
the doctor whenever
Yeah,
I want
it-
down there.
Why not?
I mean, it would take a small fraction to fund that if
Well,
everybody
giving all
was on
you
a
guys
group.
your flu shots every year.
No,
yeah, I don't
I
want
don't
to
know
get the
about
flu
that.
shot. I
I'm
don't.
not-
wanna- I don't. I
I'm
don't
No,
not
but
really
somebody
into
from
flu
your
shots.
team's going to get the free flu shot down there.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
I
recommend
mean,
the flu
I
shot.
mean, do ex-athletes get hurt in any different percentage than the regular population?
No, not. I think they'd probably be a little bit healthier depending on. I mean, it's all, bro. It's a little bit of everything. I've seen brothers that are really sick and can't, really
bodies
get
beat up,
around.
yeah.
Yeah. And then others are. I mean, are above average.
Yeah, just
Some people
They
get
s-
worse, and some people can't even get better,
Yeah, I
depending
agree.
on the position, especially.
or how many
Yeah.
plays. I mean, if you didn't see a lot of the, although you still see the field in practice, you still get hit.
Yeah,
Practice is
every
where
day.
everything,
Yeah.
most of the damage takes place. Oh, speaking of that, practice. I commented this because of the Cleveland Browns incident a few days ago. And I don't know if you remember this, but there was a
Yeah.
play. I don't want to really drop any names or
Yeah.
say anything,
Why don't
but
why don't we go from the Cleveland Browns play? and
okay,
then we
when the
can talk-
when the dude hit the head and the other hit the head with the
Why
helmet.
did the ambient sound get so loud?
it
Was
always
just
does.
me?
It always does.
Yeah, every time.
Yep. Just the way it goes. Must be getting packed in here.
Yeah, perking up. So at least he didn't kick the music on. That's what we were. We started a little early today because we were testing the theory if they either turn the music on at 6:15 every 6:30 every game day,
Or right when we-
or if they just check when we're rolling and then they turn the music on. So we're just testing that theory out, and it appears that they aren't
They do have a set
sabotaging
time.
us.
Not yet,
Yeah.
at least.
My paranoia is unfounded.
There you go. Well, can we get back on topic?
Okay,
here?
on topic.
So
When-
the Browns game, the Browns Pittsburgh game.
The
got a
guy
lot of
hit
hand.
the other guy in the head with his own helmet.
Well, should we go through the whole?
Well,
I mean, who
I mean-
instigated it or who started it? I mean,
it was.
everybody's at fault a little bit.
Let's just. I'm gonna say that there was some aggression from both parties as far as pulling helmets off.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and I would be pretty upset as well if someone was trying to rip my helmet off. But I don't know how.
So-
I don't know how far I would take it.
I have a question. You
I
guys
don't
both
know.
played. Yeah. When is it considered okay to take the opponent's helmet off and swing it at their head? Is there a rule book on this?
It's rare, but in some heated instances in which I've seen
I've seen as well.
with my own two eyes,
Yeah.
it happens. I mean,
Yeah.
we're
is
just
it personal? Is it a personal? Is
No.
it like a
at that moment.
I think it's just all in the
is,
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's
after
up to
that,
a heated part of. I got you.
I don't think any aggression on the football field like that. I mean, obviously there are rivalries, and we've seen some vicious things happen on a field. Obviously, to our own players. I don't know if you remember Justin. Of course, you remember Justin Brown.
yeah,
His knee got
that
terribly injured, and that was malicious. That wasn't by an accident of getting rolled up. It was an attack.
that from that school up north,
Yeah.
the black and gold.
Yeah.
Or community. They went to community college now, but
They play community colleges.
Is that- oh.
They'd get smashed by
either
community
or,
colleges.
either or.
There are some community colleges in the city, in the big city of like Los Angeles or Northern California that might be able to beat the Vandals, to be honest with you.
For sure.
I mean, there's some athletes coming out of JC every year.
Are they playing this season or did
They're
they
in like
take it
one
off?
double A. Aren't they? Didn't they get bumped down to one double A?
Yeah,
Or,
like Montana State, and
Oh,
they play them
okay.
there kind of league
Okay,
or whatever,
okay.
whatever it is.
That's all right.
I don't know. Like you said before, they're not really relevant in sports. They just sort of run the judicial
but
system.
as
down
far as
here,
taking
so.
the helmet off and swinging it, I mean, that's just something that that guy was just really pissed off in that moment, I think. I don't think that was any. I mean, it is a rivalry game,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, it was a pretty heated game. A couple guys went out with headshots earlier
Yeah.
in the game. There was some blood
So-
dripping from the ear. I mean,
I
it was,
think you should still be aware that you're on national television when
Yeah.
said incidents are going down.
when you're being paid that much money, that's part of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can ever make me that mad in front, all in front of your family and
Yeah.
the world.
Well, it's
That's
not a
what
good
we were
look.
saying.
No,
Like I
not
was
at
saying
all.
earlier, like I get it in the heat of the moment, but yeah, at the same time, everybody in the league has to come out and say, "Oh, it was totally unfounded, and you shouldn't have done it, and it was this terrible, egregious thing." But
And
but behind closed doors, I'm sure everybody was like, yeah, I mean, it was kind of like, what are you gonna do? Like, I understand, like, so you can't really come out and say it. Well, I guess I just did.
Well, yeah.
But
isn't that the
that's
line?
a funny
Isn't
thing.
that
Like,
the line? Like, you're not gonna hit me in the head.
has every team seen that happen in a practice? I don't know if it was just, because I saw it in a practice.
yeah,
And
for
remember
sure.
that?
I mean,
I wonder
yeah,
how often that actually happens.
I think more often than not.
Most teams
most
have had that,
programs.
have seen that go down.
Yes.
Maybe that's the difference, though. Like,
Or
keep it
worse.
at practice and don't put it on TV. Like, it's more egregious because it was on TV. Like, if it
Yeah.
happened at practice, it's nothing.
And that's the reason why he's not going to get to play for the rest
Yeah.
of this
But
season.
everybody saw
and
that?
Maybe
Yeah.
some,
At the same time,
Our casual viewers just saw
part
that?
of me is thinking like, oh man, something really violent happened in the super violent sport. Like, it's like how at the same time, it's
So
like the whole
speaking
game
of-
is very violent.
of the violent news, how about the non-violent news of Kaepernick getting
Oh,
tryouts?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
yeah. It's
did
tryouts
get some
today
tryouts.
in Atlanta. They moved it.
closed to everyone
Yeah,
except
you can get a tape, though. If you
it's
own a
gonna-
team, apparently you can get a video tape.
yes,
of it,
it's
so.
going to be a
Short
file.
list.
So
Yes,
who do you
it's-
guys
short
know
list.
that owns a team? Anybody you can call up? Have you seen the tape yet? Oh, here it is right on TV. Wow, that's right. That is just, there's some footage, yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
That's right there.
Oh, that boy's gonna get back to the league. Man, I'm happy for the kid, man. It made me sad how it had to go down. But when big money,
That's
you
true.
know, they can control the narrative. Those owners controlled
I don't
the
think
narrative of the story and how long he was gonna get punished for.
Yeah, but I think speaking to the Boise State fan base, I don't think that anybody feels that bad for Kaepernick because I feel there's a little animosity here from the.
Yeah.
I mean, what were they to do? He did what he took his team to the damn near Super Bowl and won it.
No, I just mean when he was at Nevada and he ripped Boise State's
Yeah, he had
heart
one of
out.
those
Yeah, he's
playoff
not-
performances to get you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was what
Oh,
we got
yeah.
as the fans. And you seen what he did. I mean, there was what were we to do?
I'm just saying,
kinda
people are
he
still
went
angry
off.
about that around here.
I understand. Nah, I think kids have forgot about that by now. That seems far. Maybe
Now
it's
they're
just
just
my
mad.
CTE flaring up. I don't remember.
No, that
but-
09 team I
that-
think they remember it pretty clear.
Yeah, it always seems like yesterday when you're a player.
Especially when you were right there.
But fans, they just, they'll
Well, Jay's
forget.
been right there. I mean, he was a few inches away of
that-
ending that game in Arkansas. I mean, like inches, man. I was
think
so happy
I
about it.
cried on the whole airplane ride home.
That was, but that was just everything we had. Everything that team had was laid out.
Everybody
that game.
played.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It wasn't just a single effort.
Everybody.
Everybody had a great, everybody on the team had just a really good game, and it was a hard, tough team. And man, those guys were big and fast. Remember on like the O line and D line, you could see how the
How
size
much-
difference
yeah,
mostly.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, they have just tanks in the middle, and we had some boys.
Yes.
We had some big
It's just
fellas.
the consistency of tanks, like 6'4"
Yeah.
and above, all the way across the line.
Yeah.
6'6" O linemen.
305 minimum, like,
So-
and moving, and not.
Yeah, and hit.
Yeah, that was crazy. So Jay knows exactly what that was like to come up.
How the hits felt.
Yeah,
Probably still paying for some of those hits. I got concussion. Well, that was South Carolina with the major concussion, but I remember, those SEC teams were they all together at the same time, like ball drills.
Oh, yeah, they got that, yeah.
So you're getting hit by 3 and 4
Like
big
you can't even
dudes.
go one way because you're getting hit the other
they're
way.
gonna
yeah.
trap you all the way around, and they're gonna lay a lot of their weight on you, no matter where that shot's coming. These are grown men. But yeah, that made the whole atmosphere kind of made me envious of what they got to play in front of every weekend.
Yeah,
you know, in the rivalry games in that conference. So I'm like, man, I couldn't even imagine.
You didn't have those crowds out here?
No, I mean no, when we first started playing Fresno, like that was almost like instantaneous because of us beating them so early from moving to the WAC. But
Oh, I see. And that's back when they were like anyone, anytime, anywhere. They
Yeah,
were
yeah, they
knocking
were-
off some big teams.
yeah, they
back
were
then,
I think eighth in the nation or
Yeah.
10th or whatever.
And you guys, I see. So that became.
Yeah, so instantaneous. But yeah, most of the games, no.
Well, I want to go back to Kaepernick. Where do you think he's going to end up?
What they said, 2 teams were interested, so that probably means like 4. I could see him sliding right into Pittsburgh right now and making a difference.
True. I could see him, for some reason, Houston and Baltimore jump out because he's like a
Baltimore, do you know who's at Baltimore right now?
Yeah, Jackson and Watson. But I'm just saying, like, Kaepernick was a running quarterback like that. So you want to have a guy, if your guy goes down, that can run the same system.
True, but I don't see Jackson going down anytime soon. He's
No,
just
he
gonna
can make
try.
moves with his body that I've never seen.
That last highlight reel against Cincinnati was. I've never in my life seen a quarterback
They were like, slide, never
do
mind,
that.
turn.
I haven't
just-
seen many running backs do that.
That's true.
And I mean, he's staying in a like ready to throw position, doing what he does down.
Yeah.
It was, man, it's exciting.
it was video
I'm a new
game like
fan
that.
of the kid, man. I knew he was athletic, but I mean, and you don't have to have the best throwing technique, and you don't have to when you have that other superpower of like, man, I can take off on you at
Well, it's
any
almost
given
like
moment.
He's like the flat. I mean, he like goes in and out of different dimensions. I don't know how he avoids people. He just pops up behind you.
Yeah, he showed out in that Cincinnati game, man. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. People are going to have to deal with that. New England couldn't deal with it this year.
Yeah, and they've got a really good defense. But usually when New England gets 2 cracks at you,
True.
You know,
Yeah,
they will
yeah.
adjust a little
Bill's
bit,
on
yeah.
that. Yeah, he
he'll
probably
put a running back out there and just chase him around. or
didn't
some
run any of the
crazy-
same plays or call any of the defenses. Yeah, I like New England, man. It's hard to stay on top like that.
It just doesn't. It does seem to me that it's been going on so long. It's true. I don't think it's fun there. I mean, I think it's fun after they win.
That's all. I mean, you can't have any more fun than winning
But-
in that moment, and then you're on to the next. I mean, yet their program or whatever is so. I mean, that's how I'd want any program ran.
Well, no,
really,
it's tight. It's tight.
truthfully.
But the year Philadelphia beat them, they just look like they were having
Having
fun
a little bit of
playing
fun.
football. Where
They got their shot, but
Yeah.
then New England's going to be back there next
exactly
year.
every year,
and
right,
then the
every
year
and
after
every
that.
year. But I'm saying if I could win a Super Bowl, I would like to win it on a fun team.
True.
I'm not going to win several Super Bowls. I'm not going to win any.
True.
But I get the system works.
Yeah, I know how fun it is to win and win conference championships, things that, they can't take away from any of you or your brothers that you played with. And that's by far the funnest. And then it's over
That's
real
true.
fast.
You don't see a lot of reunions from the 2-11. Hey, remember when we went 2-11? You don't see a lot of reunions 10 years down the road.
But my brothers, we have bowl experiences and conference championships, and as many do, and that's going to just connect you guys for life, and you'll always have those memories of going through that time, and then which in return gives you the memories of the whole season and what it took to get there.
All right, you convinced me. I'm going to walk on for the Patriots next year. I'm going to give it a try.
Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe just lower the bar a smidge.
One of those opening camps. I don't just come on.
You might get arrested.
I saw Invincible. I
So-
could be done.
I've been quietly over here doing a little bit of research on you over here, Jay, and I just want to say that you had, career 140 receptions, 2,161 yards receiving,
I like that
a
stat.
15.4 per reception average, 19 touchdowns. That's a good one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, right. You caught a touchdown every year. Correct me if I'm
19
wrong.
touchdowns, 11 rushing attempts, 115 yards rushing, averaging 10.5. Total plays from scrimmage, total from scrimmage 151 for 200 or 2,276 total yards, an average of 15.1 per touch, and 19 touchdowns. That's impressive to me. And there's not even first downs here, so if we had a percentage, I believe we discussed this last time. What was the percent of your receptions that were for first downs or better? Do you remember?
Oh God, higher than 50%.
Yeah, I think more than half.
Well, don't
Yeah.
you go by average? If you average 15.4 yards a catch, that's kind of
No,
like a
I'm not
first
talking
down
about
every
10
time.
yards or more. I'm not talking about 10
True.
yards or more. I'm
Oh,
talking
right.
about like if we
Crucial,
needed
like
we needed
3.
7 yards, if we needed 18
We need those yards right now. It's
Yeah.
4th and 3.
Or we're
I got
getting rid
you.
of or we're getting rid of the ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 first downs.
Yes.
Yeah. Not the number 4.
I just
Yeah, I
went-
need to get that stat because I'm being
Man,
generous with 50%.
who can we
You're lucky
get
to
a-
even
we need to
have
get
your
a hold of
stats.
somebody over at the campus that has the records because they have game logs of every game
Oh,
and
like the
all
old, like,
the
handwritten.
actual stat books. They have them. They have to
Is
have them.
is Larondo's? He's still over there.
Yes,
isn't
he is, and
Yeah,
he was crucial.
For sure knows.
He was crucial. Thank you very much, Bradley Rondo, again for bringing out Paul Reyna's mother and brothers and sisters for the Marshall game. That still means a whole lot to us, and we haven't brought it up in a few games because we've been trying to get in and out of here in under an hour. So we need to take some time to mention again that if you would like to donate money to the Paul Reyna Memorial Scholarship Fund, you can call the Bronco Alumni Association, the Varsity B, anybody over in the Hall of Fame building, and tell them that you would like to donate money towards that scholarship. We've been asking for people to do a minimum donations of $95 because he was number 95, so we have like the 95 for 95 slogan going or whatever. So everybody, if you're feeling generous and want to support the Broncos, that's a great way to do it. All the proceeds of the fund go towards scholarships for student athletes that you like to watch on TV. Speaking of student athletes, shout out to the women's soccer team.
Yes, Mountain West champions.
Mountain West Championship, just another example of Bronco excellence.
I know we're the Bronco Alumni show, so maybe we should mention some other sports.
And
there.
we are planning on having members of the wrestling team. I've been in contact with a few of them regarding once the season is over, we're going to have like a wrestling show and like a local MMA show where we can get some of the fighters that cage fight downtown, and they do the mixed martial arts. And a lot of those guys are former BSU wrestlers and Pac-10, now the Pac-12 champions in wrestling. Not to sell them short in any way, shape, or form. And me being a baseball fan, I can't say that I'm sad that we have a baseball team now, but it is upsetting that we had to sacrifice a highly decorated wrestling program in order to do so. And
For sure.
that's I don't know. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is, and we're just gonna talk to some of those guys because they have an experience as well. One of them was on the team when the program got canceled, so all of a sudden his scholarship just disappeared on him.
Well, do they have to honor that? I wonder if they have to honor your. I mean, like, hey, it's not my fault. You decided to wash away the program.
I don't know.
I'm here to finish.
I'm sure he wanted to wrestle still somewhere, so he was probably scrambling to go
I wonder
find
if,
somewhere to
if
wrestle.
you're let out of it because your program does all. If you get a waiver,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
definitely
immediately
a
transfer.
hardship that the NCAA.
I went there
Judges
and
will-
there was no more team.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I please join another one?
Was the tour locked? No, that just everything was gone. It was really weird.
So if you like the freedom with this transfer portal deal that the kids have now?
I don't really. It kind of makes like the commitment day, first Wednesday in February, it washes that out a little bit. Doesn't make it as cool, but at the same time, like, I mean, I couldn't think of after what happened when I got here of leaving the team ever, and because of what we went through and how close we all became. Like I through all the hardships that were 90% self-imposed that I went through afterwards on playing. I never once thought of leaving Boise or quitting the team.
I have a question for you. So under the new rules, there's transfer portal, there's money all over the place, right? What if good old Utah State said, "Hey, Jason, how do you make $100,000 a year? You're gonna come down to this car dealership. All you gotta do is put your little name in the transfer portal and wait out a year, and we'll pay you $100,000 the first year when you sit out. How about that?"
Do they even have to wait out a year anymore?
Yeah, they do.
A
they
whole
do.
year?
Actually, I don't know his name, but the Boise State basketball player just lost his case. He tried to get his transfer waived, and he's got to sit out a year now. So I don't know his name. I apologize. I'll look that up. But it just happened here at Boise State. So yeah, you know what? It does seem. I don't know how basketball. I know they transfer a lot. Football, I would say high profile. A lot of quarterbacks.
I just say, the kids should have the freedom. Every kid individually has their own circumstance, whatnot. So instead of kids getting kicked off of the team, as they feel it, fitness, slip from, whether it be school or whatnot.
We're just not happy in that town, That's
at all.
They're humans.
Homesick. I had to get through some serious homesickness, but
yeah, that's
that helps you grow. But some kids, it's just different strokes for different folks, so to speak.
So, what type of? Is that? How does that even work? Are you allowed to? If I don't know. I don't even understand how it works. Or if you can get hurt, or if someone gets hurt and they can bring someone in to try to replace them, or someone doesn't work out on a team and everyone's trying to plug holes because people leave teams every year. The people you come in with your freshman year is not the same number of people that you go out with your senior year.
Yeah.
And then you gain a couple junior college transfers or whatever along the way. And so it's a constant flux of how many people are in your graduating class that you might have only played with for a few months or 5 years. It's a big variation between everyone's experience.
Just like regular life, people come in and out of your life. Just like people come in and out of football programs. You didn't answer my question though. Would you leave Boise now? Now you can make a lot more money down here at. I'll put it in Arizona.
No, I would not. I would choose to not live in Logan, Utah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe if it was
Florida.
I might have to be a Hurricane. I don't know. I'd have to look at the contract. But
well, does this make put a big it makes your starting early in your career a big deal? What if you come in and you start at a small school, a mid-major school, and you play some big teams and you just have some epic games against them as a true freshman, and then now there's this whole market of recruiting true freshmen that are playing to larger universities, and it's just going to rob talent from schools like Boise State. And
Hank Bachmeier, you're saying.
Yeah.
He he's had some trouble staying on the field this year, but let's say he just went off, wins every game, goes to the Cotton Bowl, and then decides I'm going to transfer to USC.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, I could see it. It's set up perfectly for that type of recruitment.
Type of jumping.
But the NCAA still are the overseers. They have an eye on everything. So they're going to end up nipping that.
Oh yeah, I like your choice of words, Jay. Overseer.
Yeah, they make all the rules, all of them, and all the decisions and judgments and punishments, depending on if you got caught maybe using the homies' paper from the year before, and they could just plagiarize you right out of a scholarship. And just.
I don't know, money's going to murky the water here.
Yeah, it is. I think it's just going to even the playing field a tad. Just a tad.
I mean, there's the old adage, the coach can leave. He doesn't get in trouble.
And here we are, Boise State, a university with a small alumni base already that doesn't have as nearly as deep of pockets as some of these
We don't have
schools.
enough car dealerships here.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Just
saying,
big
though.
ci-
There's
big
just not
city everything.
Yeah.
there's
No,
just
it
not
makes
as much money here
Yeah.
to draw the players as. I mean, it's a growing market, but there's some full-grown markets out there already.
Yeah, with doctors and lawyers. A lot of alumni that are doctors and lawyers. So,
Yep.
Shout out to our alumni, though. Me
And-
being one of them
yes.
now, I still think of myself as
Yeah.
not the alumni that
Well,
that
it's,
looked out for us back in the day.
it's the Bronco Alumni Show.
Yes.
So, of course, you're an alumni.
Yeah.
Or otherwise, you wouldn't be allowed.
I know. I still. Sometimes you just still feel like you're a player.
Yeah.
But these gray hairs are proving otherwise.
wisdom.
That's what they say, though.
There you
Man.
go.
Yeah.
Exactly what that is.
Well, we're about halfway through, guys. Anything you guys want to change up, or
You're only halfway through?
yeah,
We've
we're
only
about,
been here for hours.
At least an hour.
Yeah, maybe
we've been
two.
rolling for 36 minutes.
Oh, that's what I
So
thought.
that's
We're
almost
over
45
over
minutes.
the halfway
so, yeah,
point here.
guaranteed.
We're good to go. The bar's filling up a little bit.
Oh, excuse me, you guys, for estimating.
There you go.
That's
People
all
are
right.
getting excited.
I
The
mean,
music
it had
is
the exact time right there. I don't know why you'd.
Because halfway through sounds like it was more planned. Like I was going somewhere with it.
Oh, you want to do your commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, that brings us to the part of
Roll
the
it.
show. Yeah.
Okay, what are we advertising this week, guys? Give me something, anything.
Your ad here.
Yes. Which can be accommodated,
Yeah.
but always plug the good old Suds Network.
I know this
The
show is
Suds
brought
Sports
to you by,
Network.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brought to you by Suds Tavern, right here at 1024 Broadway.
Your
across
place
the
for
street
home-
from Bronco.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on.
Home and away game.
That's
Come on now.
turning out to be a horrible commercial.
We have
From
way,
the outside looking
We
in.
have way better ones. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, what the heck, man?
Yeah, so you're 36 minutes in. This thing's the music is clearly on in the bar, so we're getting close, starting to fill up. The excitement is building. I mean, as much as it can build for a 2-7 team on senior night.
I mean, but if the boys are 8-1, like, what more could you ask for?
I mean, they control. This is a question for you, Mr. Swillie. There's two teams in front of them. I mean, they run the table. They have a championship game. They need a little help. They don't control their own destiny, but they could be right back in this Cotton Bowl. Is that what they're playing for, the Cotton Bowl?
I mean, they're playing. I mean, God, this is what when I was young, it's maybe like 5th, 6th grade. I mean, started playing in the 3rd, but 5th, 6th grade, you started playing for the end goal, like games like 8 through 12, or back then would be like 6, 7, and 8 because they were only 8-game season when I was young. But you want to be in the hunt to be able to play for the championship.
Yeah,
that's
and play
all
your-
you want to do, and that's every year. That's going through junior high. I mean, you're gloating with the other kids that are on other teams to get to that last 2 or 3 games where everything you've been talking all year and all the hard work you put in, you can show out in those last 3 or 4 games and be able to hold that on your shoulders until the whole next season, which motivates you to work out through the summers. I mean, it's just, I can't explain it, man, but it's like when you get that momentum of winning early, you want that feeling forever.
What was your team when you were growing up, when you were playing junior football? What was the name of your team?
Lakewood Lumberjacks, coached by my uncle. Yes, the Charles Swillie, the legend Charles Swillie.
Charles Swillie. Thank
I
you.
don't know. You should Shazam it. It's this app.
No. Got it. Thank you.
All right.
Welcome. Oh yeah, we're not the DJs, but yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on our
We
podcast.
appreciate it. Did you answer what the song was here?
Yeah.
She
What was the
assumed
song?
I was the DJ. You guys were my scratch masters. Oh, sweet
Oh,
Jesus.
that was the
These
funny.
kids nowadays,
Are
I
you
tell
guys
you.
DJing?
These
We
kids.
really need to invest in that velvet rope, dude. It's really.
We
Yeah.
really need to invest in that sign.
And the word.
Oh, on air. Oh yeah, duh.
Bring the.
Well, there you go.
And that's just one occurrence of what can go down here at Suds on any given night.
Swill on the ones and twos.
That's
Ricky,
me.
Ricky.
So when are you DJing down here? I guess you got a new.
Any day now. I mean, I was asked to guest DJ about a year ago, but I never took it seriously. So,
Oh,
but
really?
Maybe I can make
What?
a mix. I'll make a sweet mix and
Of
come down here and
course.
bang
A
it out.
mixtape? Your mixtape?
Yeah, for sure. My love note to Suds Tavern.
That'd be great.
All the sweet love jams, bro.
Oh,
Yeah. Nothing but baby making music.
nothing
But
but.
that's what Suds is known for, right? Putting people together.
Yes.
There you
yes.
As evidenced as from last
Volatile,
week's
rocky
episode.
relationships.
Oh yes,
From the
that's
beginning.
right. That's right. More than one Bronco alumni have found a connection here at
Love
Suds.
connection
Yeah.
at
Yes.
Suds.
A lifelong partner.
Yeah.
And
Not-
it ended tragically.
No, it's going strong
Yeah.
still, actually. Yeah.
Most
Which
of them do
one?
end tragically,
Uh,
but yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking on like the random.
No. Tim Gilligan met his wife here. We were talking to him last week.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's maybe one of.
Billions.
1 in a million. You beat the odds.
Like McDonald's, over 1 billion served down here at Suds.
I have no idea what that means. Jada and Emmy. Oh goodness. Shout
Not
out.
by me.
Shout
Not
out.
by me. Not by me personally.
No, just
You guys are it's off the
By,
rails.
by the tavern.
The
By
numbers.
The tavern.
One
yeah.
person breaking through the velvet rope. And, all hell. Where's the security guard?
goodness.
Where's the door guy?
I don't know.
Somebody get them out of here.
Anyway.
Bringing up my daughters, I have to shout them out for
Oh,
their
please
basketball
do.
season and making it happen in school, and that's for all of our sons and daughters that are all growing up in the school system and playing sports and or doing whatever they do
You have
and
to
making
do both.
school happen. Yeah, you have to.
That's something I learned personally. You have to make it
To
happen.
go to the classes too? Is that-
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I
They
learned
do
the hard
want
way.
you to do
I
that.
learned the hard way. I
Yes.
mean, I don't like to joke about this or set a bad example, but I mean, I have a story, and I wish I wouldn't have done it. But man, I really, truly just stayed eligible, and I joke around and say I majored in eligibility, and it's 100% accurate because I did what I had to do to be able to play, and then took like 3 summer school classes and got the credit completion percentage right and the GPA right, and it was a bad move. It came back to bite me real bad, especially when I'm, trying to go out there and be a professional afterwards, and people
Right.
are like, "What? Why is your GPA barely over 2? Like, what
Right.
happened?" And you're like, "Well, I took like 300 credits, maybe, pretty close to that. Didn't pass all of them."
And a lot of them didn't have anything to do with your degree
Yeah, a
either.
lot
It
of
was just what you could position into the few hours you got to take classes before practice.
Yeah.
And it
So they didn't work around your schedule very much?
No, it was like here's the class list. If your classes can only be taken in this time period during practice, then you probably should change your major. Because if you want to play, you can't miss practice.
So it's got to be different now. I mean, that could cost you a recruit now. Like, sorry, I'm gonna go play
Not too
quarterback
many.
at other
Not
school.
too many.
I think that, as far as our education, it's grown. So more classes, more professors, more
bigger
the
school,
population.
a bigger pool, yeah.
Yes, but I still think that the percentage is still very low of the classes available for the student athletes to take.
You're
That
here-
doesn't
yeah,
conflict
you're here
with
to
their.
play and then go to school. But
Yeah, I might have heard a coach say that.
really,
Yeah, I mean,
where your focus
I mean,
should
they'll
be.
recruit you like he's gonna be like one of our sons, and we're gonna be on him to go to class, and
I see.
then it turns to your job is in the weight room and on the field, and then everything comes second. You know, the old adage, you know, school first, football second.
Student athlete.
Yeah.
Yes.
Student athlete.
But they whisper.
Yes.
Athlete. Yeah.
Yes.
The athlete part's louder.
I think,
get it.
you know, and our society exalts these players to these levels to where and these programs get so much money, and I mean, what's a kid to do?
And they're fans
He's just
out
part
there.
of it from the top down. Like, I mean, so I mean, the reality of it is,
The seasons that we put together left an imprint on this community for sure. And there are people in this community that you've never met before, but know your name and know that you were first down. Mr. First Down is what everybody, man, that guy, Jay Swillie, he would catch a first down every time. And everybody, and they started yelling, that's another first down. Like, that's, remember?
that was
Remember?
during that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That started during Jay's tenure at Boise State University.
Going out on a limb here. You guys started that?
Oh no, we took it from like Arkansas.
SEC school.
yeah. So yeah, it was Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause it
those
was
fans
like,
got busy in
All right.
Arkansas.
So
they
they-
all see together.
the fans
all
that
these
traveled,
chants.
the fans that traveled to the Arkansas game, brought that back with them, and
Oh, and then it grew.
and then it
from
grew
there.
from there. Yeah.
The game you almost won. That
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
this close.
You know why? I think it was because as we were walking out of the stadium, the fans were like basically applauding us as we were leaving. Like,
yeah, they did. They were
They
Class
showed-
A
yeah.
fans. They 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 were.
that
cool.
was when
that was a cool experience.
Boise State respect was earned.
a
Yeah,
lot of it.
by at least that team. But wasn't that? It was Houston Nutt's team, which he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the coach here. He was who originally recruited me.
Oh, and then left in the middle of the night.
Yeah, to Arkansas.
Yeah, that was
He recruited a lot of the better players that were on those teams early on
Or
in
in my
my
career,
career
yeah.
and Jay's
Oh,
career.
so he left an imprint here with his recruiting.
Yeah, but he did not make any friends. The
Not
way
a
he
good
left.
reputation. Yeah,
No.
he
There was
didn't-
a lot of
yeah.
people who were mad at him. A lot of people. I
Right.
never
He-
met the guy, so I can't
Did he
say
literally
anything bad
leave
about
in
him,
the
to
middle
be
of the
honest with
night?
you.
I mean, that's what it was one of those.
I mean, how don't you when all right, we got this job for you and you're gonna get paid like 90% more than what you're making now. $1 million
and the stadium's
contract.
going to be full. These people
Yeah.
are rabid. They
It's
love
where-
it.
They were
it's where
mad
you're
the way
from,
he
you're
left.
down.
They were mad because he was like, I'm not going anywhere, and then he dipped out like in the middle of the night.
10 minutes later.
People were mad about that. I'm honest. I wasn't there, but I wasn't here, but people were mad about it.
When did you come?
I mean, I
Right
guess.
after that?
Yeah, I was during Cutter's second year, I think. Was your freshman year Cutter's first year?
Yeah. Yeah, very
So you
first.
So
never
I was-
played.
I
Oh, he
came during-
recruited you, but you never played for you.
He just Houston Nutt called me the night before. The next day Dirk called me.
just seamless.
Yeah, seamlessly, and yeah, I mean it was a pretty cool handoff. You know, I don't know if he didn't steal any players because the recruiting pools were way different.
Oh, so he
back
just
then.
left.
just left
in
and
the line,
and
right?
left all the tapes and so
Oh, so Cutter walked into a pretty good recruiting situation.
yeah,
I think so,
I believe
yeah.
so.
Okay.
And with a really direct and aggressive recruiting style as well. And it was like, look, we want to pay for your school to come play here. We're bringing everybody we possibly can to come and play here to be the best team we can. And we have, we did this and that. And
Do you want to win or not?
yeah, yeah, basically.
It's either or.
Yeah, because we're going to win games. He was like, we're going to win a lot of games. That's how he got a lot of people.
Yeah, man. He sat in my couch in Tacoma, Washington, man. Cutter, man. I'll forever hold a love for that man just because of just how he carried himself and what he did for me early in my career.
He came to my house too in La Puente, California.
He was all over the hood. All over.
Yeah. I mean,
That's good.
he even brought me out on a late recruiting trip. Too late. It was after the deadline. It was me and who else? It was DeAndre Harrington came out.
Ooh, three-piece
Yeah.
came with you, huh?
Yeah, it was me and
Okay.
him on the same recruiting trip, and it was after the deadline was over, and then that guy was so smart, man. He just at the time Boise State wasn't under the close watch of the NCAA and recruiting in that manner, and he just reported himself immediately and just like apologized, and they were like, okay, don't whatever. Like,
Don't do it again?
yeah, basically. I think that's I don't know. I don't know if that's inappropriate to talk about. I guess I don't know.
I don't
Statute
know.
of limitations.
I don't remember.
7
I don't
years.
remember that part.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine, but that was a unique situation, and yeah, thank God he did, because I don't know if I would have been able to come here without seeing it first. And once I did, it was immediately a yes for me, and I didn't even bother taking another visit or talking to Nevada when I got back. It was all Boise State, so
We needed you to win
yeah,
by any means necessary.
That's what happened. and then we won. We won a lot.
That was fun. Good times, man.
You mentioned that almost every show.
Yeah, we won a lot. Actually, in games.
That's
that,
all I remember
in
is
games-
winning. I don't remember the losses.
In games that I started, I was undefeated in my career, because I didn't start every game, but in games that I started, we always won. Like a good luck charm or something.
Do you know how many games total did we lose?
Oh, there was my freshman year. There was 3. The year after, there was like a SEC team in North Texas or something like that, and then Rice got us the next year, plus a big SEC team, and then it was always 2 or 3 max, I think, and then
You don't know your overall record?
no.
I think I was from my freshman year when we lost that year to Idaho on that trick play.
Yeah.
I think total was like 10 losses.
Your all 4 years.
All 4 years.
I want to say I had maybe 7 or 8.
And how many wins?
Whatever the offset of 3 a year.
I thought you all guys remember all the wins.
No.
There was a lot of those.
I know, it gets a little blurry there.
I know there was that 8-4 season. That one stands out to me.
That was the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the
You
first one we went to the WAC.
Oh, that was 8-4? Okay, so
Yeah.
4 losses maximum then.
4 losses, jumping up a division.
Oh, let's find
Yeah.
out. Where's the stat guy?
His computer broke, and he's got this other one.
I think I had it pulled up here. So I
Broke?
could say-
How did your computer... What'd you do? You spill a beer down the back of it or
It
something?
broke by me not bringing the cord.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it won't work.
Operator error.
Yeah, all day.
Does anybody need a refill yet?
In 2001, that was our first year we went to the WAC. We were 8-4. 2002, 12-1.
How many bowl games?
Bowl games, it seems like forever from that point on, right? From 2000 on. I think didn't we go somewhere in 99? I thought we went to the Humanitarian Bowl. Yeah.
Oh, like the bowl right outside your locker room?
Yeah, that were right across the street
We
over
searched
there.
the whole world for a bowl game. We found one right here where you practice.
The super cold humanitarian
Well, I
bowl.
have a question. Back then, was it a shared facility with the high schools played there a lot?
Yes.
So, like, did they push you out of practice, high school kids?
No,
Or
no.
How did that work?
No, they didn't have strong enough programs to pull that much power.
All the
They
high
just
school
played
games
like
were
their
played there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
on the
Boise State
weekend.
didn't play on
On
Friday
Fridays,
nights back
yeah.
then. I got it. That makes sense. I mean, you had the Saturday 1 o'clock schedule for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense.
So we could sneak in between their games and use the facility.
We'd be around the facility sometimes, and they'd be just showing up and getting ready for their games.
Did you try to intimidate them?
So didn't we used to do walkthroughs like in the mornings out here?
Yeah.
And there were games from the morning on, wasn't it? All the way until nighttime.
And then the jamboree every fall where they have
The
like
Optimist.
a million kids run through, stomp all over.
A million kids
like-
and maybe just like 3 real players.
Kids keep the field nice
Just
for the
kids
for the big
running
guys.
all over every which direction. This kid got a baseball bat, but they out there playing football.
There's 4 games going on
Soccer
the field
balls
at the same
flying
time.
across everywhere.
Frisbee.
Moms yelling
ultimate-
at kids yelling back at their moms, crazy cuss words. I'm like, my God, did you just hear what that kid said to his mom? It's just all sorts of action.
Jamboree day. Huh? Nice.
It was entertainment.
The Optimist Jamboree. like that? You like that, don't you?
Is that how they did it?
You've
every
been
year?
waiting to use that effect for probably
All season.
weeks.
All season.
Yeah.
A year, a whole full calendar year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not bad. I mean, I can't think of a better instance where you could have dropped as wild as that was. That was like, Quentin Tarantino. I like that. What's that effect called?
Let
You
me
know
bring you up
the
in
name of
Let me
it.
that's no, I don't. I keyed these up a long time ago. So
Massive reverb.
let me see here.
Stadium voice.
That too.
I forget how it works now. Suddenly, put me on the spot.
Well, while you're looking at the controls, how you doing on time over there?
We have about
5 minutes.
5 minutes to go. Yes.
All right.
We should do our predictions.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a ping pong delay with a cathedral in a large hall. Here, let me bring you up in it,
Okay,
Jay.
I like it.
You got a lot to do. You got to do predictions. Are you reading off all the senior names? This is gonna be. You should do this. I can't even pronounce all these names. If you're graduating Boise State and you played any sport, come on down. Come on the show.
Come on down.
Oh, that was perfect timing. Now your turn, John.
No, I can't do it.
You're doing it right.
Senior day.
Oh,
you took-
okay. Take two.
Take it away.
two.
All right. Senior day.
Now we're getting real.
right.
Now we're a real deal.
All right,
Yeah.
where's
All the way.
where's your prediction marker coming down? I'm gonna write these down as always.
What,
and
do you
not
know
address-
what's the
I
what
don't
are
know
the
what
numbers,
my
John?
prediction was on the week that I was here, but I think it was fairly close.
Yeah, I think
I think you nailed it.
I'm pretty sure you did. It was like I don't remember.
I don't even remember who we were playing, man. That dang purple punch will do it to you every time.
Man. Those are for Chuck, but he never came over.
Oh,
Sorry, we're
Yeah.
running out of time. Ben Chukovich was going to be on the show, but we're running out of time.
28 points they're favored by.
Ooh, they're not going to cover that.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
think this is the one.
No, I hope they do, but I'm trying to be accurate.
they
I'm not
have
voting
the
with my
tools
heart.
to do it. Man, if I was a player, I want to score today, and I want to score a lot of points. And I'm going to do. I mean, geez, man, aren't they the same type of players that we were?
We've been waiting
This
for
is-
this game all season. A game where they could just pummel somebody. We were
And
hoping they
just-
could do it to somebody. I mean, I'm glad they have the wins that they have, and I'm glad that we have so many and only one loss. Don't get me wrong, because it is all about just the
But
W.
I need to see your will imposed on
Yeah.
the team. Offense, special teams, and defense. All
need to-
together.
I
And
need-
some coaching sprinkled on. But at the end of the day, fellas, it's you guys out there. You're running around. You're making the plays.
Well, do you think they're going to play the third string quarterback? What, isn't he a senior, Henderson? They're going to play him a little in the end? Can you get some mop-up points and cover the spread here for senior day?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of money riding on these decisions right now.
No. If you're taking your betting off of this show, you're in fucking trouble.
No. But
I think he's talking
I
about
just know how a
coaching
player
jobs.
is going to feel. Yeah, I just run it up, fellas. It doesn't have to be
I
close.
think
Yeah,
they need
please.
think they need a feel good
Okay,
game.
so your number. What are the numbers, Jay? How much they going to win by? What's the score going to be?
42. God, that's just too much. I haven't seen it this year. 38.
Ooh.
38 to.
Oh, what's the over/under, John?
20, oh, the over/under. You're killing me here. 59.
Yeah, 38 to 14 or yeah,
So
something
under,
like that.
under, but they're going to cover.
Yeah, but come on, guys. God, I always thought about covering. Like I need to. Well, I guess it didn't matter. I just wanted to run it up as high as it could possibly go, close
Is
to
that
60 or
is that
70.
over? What is it? 38 plus what? Let me get the
Plus
calculator
14.
out.
Really? 48.52. Now that's under.
That's under. Yeah.
Just a tad, because
I'm
I just
going-
haven't seen the
yeah.
explosiveness on
I
every.
agree with you. Yeah, I'm going like this. They can't score. They're not going to score an astronomical amount of points.
Oh, by the way, last week I was the closest. Just heads up.
Oh, congratulations.
I predicted a 3-point game or 4-point. It was a 4-point game, or vice versa. Yeah, it was the other way around.
Okay.
But
Trying to
anyways,
give you that accuracy, that
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, exactly.
opinion.
What are you are you gonna pick next?
I'm gonna go 28 and 54. Is that what you said?
Yeah. 28 spread, 59. I'm sorry.
59. Okay. Okay. 54 sounds like a good number to me. No, I'm gonna go less than that. I'm gonna go 20. No.
Oh.
No. I'm gonna go 24 to 15.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns in 4 quarters.
28-10.
Oh, that
Yep.
I couldn't even imagine. That just seems boring.
Yep. 28-10. I'm on that. Like it's not even.
So
gonna be
they are
close.
not going to
Come on,
cover.
fellas. Come on, offense.
They are not going to cover, and then over under. They're going to be under. They're going to be way under.
And then everybody's gonna get up tomorrow and bitch about they
Yeah.
only won by
Everybody.
18 against New Mexico State. And here we go again.
Yeah, I don't. Gosh.
Hey, a win is a
I
win.
just don't see the fire. I don't see it. I haven't.
From the fans
I've
either.
seen it in a couple dudes on the team.
Yeah.
It's not like it's
yeah,
non-existent.
it's not running
but
through the whole
Nope.
offense, the whole defense,
Nope. I think
all
that-
of the special teams.
Yeah, it's a shame, and I don't want it to happen. I don't know where it starts or where it ends.
And it's
But
never too
This
late. It's
right
never
now
too late.
is when this show ends.
Right
We
now.
are good.
We're at 102, my friend.
Perfect.
101 and some change. So
Well,
let's wrap it up. Jay Swillie,
Let's wrap.
again, thank you
Thanks,
for coming on
brother.
the show, bro. Anybody, who do you want to see on it this week? Because we got to get some
Ben
people in here.
Chukovich, for
Ben,
sure.
Ben
since I-
Chukovich. All right, I'm going to get a hold of him. Trent Lundeen.
Oh, I talked to Jeff Edwards.
Okay. Is he next week?
Yeah.
Then? You think he's going to be down here for next week? All right,
Just
Jeff,
'cause
we'll
you
see you
talk-
next
yes,
week.
buddy.
Utah State.
Yes. What time
I
should
don't
we
know.
have him here? About
4 o'clock.
4
4 o'clock.
o'clock. 4 o'clock.
That'd be
All
great,
right.
yeah.
So now that Jeff is confirmed his arrival next week.
Yeah, have your people call our people, Jeff. So, anybody else?
Wingfield.
Wingfield, I know. We've been trying to get him all week. He's been saying,
Scheduling conflict.
yeah,
Always
all
scheduling
the time.
conflict.
He's a very busy person.
Yes.
So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully,
next
the
week.
stream was all good this week. Let's see. Oh, it says 0% drop frames. That means we did good, you guys.
Oh, that's nice. You had him calculated.
Shut it down before you
Congratulations.
celebrate this too
Okay.
much. Okay, come on,
Okay,
celebrate.
sorry.
Good night.